Well, it's good to be back. This reflection is for the seventh Sunday of the Ordinary Time, February 20th, I believe. And I'd like to share a few thoughts about nonviolence, because I read the readings for this Sunday, and they were beautiful readings. And I say it because it starts off with David. Now, King David was the second king of the Israelite nation, and it started off with King Saul. Now, King Saul was a pretty good man, pretty good soldier, but when David came along as a youngster, he started to get all the praise and all the glory because he killed Goliath with his slingshot. He led the armies of the Israelite nation. So Saul got real jealous, paranoid jealousy I'm talking about. So he comes after David one time with 3,000 soldiers. They were going to kill David. And what happens was they camp out at night, these 3,000 soldiers with King Saul. And David and his handful of people sneak into that camp. The guards must have been off duty that night, and they go right to where the king is sleeping, and they take his sword, and they take the water jug, and they leave. And one of the lieutenants of David said, "We should have killed him." And David says, "No, he's the king. We're going to respect the king. We're going to show mercy and kindness and forgiveness because he was trying to kill me, I know, but we're forgiving him." Well, we've had a lot of nonviolent examples in our lifetime. You know, we've had Martin Luther King just the other day. Bishop Tutu of South Africa died, great reconciler of the people. Mahatma Gandhi, when India was trying to get their independence from England. We've had a lot of Dorothy Day. So we've had a lot of good examples in the last couple of years, several years, about nonviolence. And then today's gospel is all about Jesus in Luke's gospel saying, love your enemy. Even if it's hard, do it anyway. Forgive those that hurt you. It's hard, but do it anyway. Don't judge people. It's hard, but do it anyway. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. It's hard, but Luke says, do it anyway. Well, why should we do that? Because a lot of people are not doing that to us. But the one thing you got to remember is that God looks at you. And sometimes you judge. God loves you anyway. Sometimes you're critical about this or that or the other thing. God loves you anyway. Sometimes you fail to be merciful. God loves you anyway. Sometimes you fail to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The whole gospel, beautiful gospel, is all about nonviolence, treating people as you would want them to treat you. So violence is not just about violence out there. It's about violence in here, in our minds, in our hearts, what we think about that person that we don't always agree with, what we think and how we deal with that person who's not exactly like us, how we really try to listen to what Jesus says in today's Gospel of Luke. Love your neighbor. Love your enemy. That's a hard one. But that's what he's asking us to do because God does it to us day after day after day. So, a little less violence in our minds and our hearts and our homes. Maybe someday it'll translate into our neighborhoods and even into our country. God bless us all.